Taylor Swift is arguably the most famous person in the world, and basically a real-life fairy tale princess. With her flowing blonde curls, movie star smile, insane talent, and a wardrobe full of glittering gowns, she embodies everything we think of when we imagine a modern princess. Add in a parade of famous, handsome boyfriends, a storybook romance with a football star, and the ability to captivate millions with a single lyric, and it's no wonder people say she's living a dream. But Taylor Swift is more than just sparkles and stadiums. She's kind, she's thoughtful, she's loyal, she writes love letters to her fans, donates to those in need, and still seems grounded despite her global superstardom. So the question is, how did she do it? Was it just luck, being born talented, right place, right time? Or was there something more deliberate at play? Something you and I can learn from? Because maybe, just maybe, you can create your own fairy tale life too. Welcome to Fairytale Cocktails, where we sip on enchanted drinks and dive into the whimsical world of fairy tales, fantasy, and pop culture icons who've built their own magical stories. Today's video is brought to you by Swift Sip's cocktail recipe book, filled with drinks inspired by Taylor herself. Right now, we're sipping on the Fearless Shimmer, a sparkling mocktail with 2 ounces of apple juice, 1 ounce lemon juice, ½ ounce honey syrup, club soda, edible glitter, and apple slice for garnish. Find the full recipe on our blog or in the book linked below. But let's get back to Taylor. Let's talk about how she turned her life into a fairy tale, and how you can too. Chapter 1. Wide-eyed wonder, the power of romanticizing your life. From the very beginning, Taylor Swift carried herself with a wide-eyed sense of wonder, a high-vibe aura, an almost childlike enthusiasm for life that drew people and opportunities to her. And yes, it's important to acknowledge, Taylor came from a supportive and privileged background. Her parents were wealthy, hardworking professionals. She grew up on a Christmas tree farm. Yes, a literal Christmas tree farm. Doesn't get more magical than that, does it? She wasn't burdened by survival. She was allowed to dream, and dream she did. Even as a teenager, Taylor was romanticizing her life. She imagined glamorous parties, dressed up in prom dresses just to go to the diner, and talked about wearing beautiful gowns long before she was ever invited to the Met Gala. She didn't wait for life to be magical. She made it magical. And that's the first lesson in creating your own fairy tale life. Romanticize your reality. Find beauty in the mundane. Dress up for no reason. Drink your coffee from a fancy glass. Hang fairy lights above your bed. Play music that makes you feel like you're the heroine of a romance film. Create the life you want with what you already have. Taylor did, and over time, fantasy became fact. Chapter 2. Belief is magic, the mindset of certainty. From a young age, Taylor knew who she was. She wanted to be a singer. She wanted to write songs. And in her mind, it wasn't a maybe, it was a definitely. The self-belief became the driving force behind everything she did. She pursued her dreams relentlessly. She performed at every opportunity. She moved to Nashville and knocked on doors. When people criticized her, she kept going. When they mocked her lyrics or said she couldn't sing, she tuned it out. Because deep down, she knew who she was. That's the next key to building your dream life. You have to believe in it, even when no one else does. Believe in your vision so hard, it starts bending reality. Speak about your dreams like they're already happening. Move through the world with confidence of someone who knows their future is inevitable. If Taylor had listened to her bullies, she wouldn't be Taylor Swift. But she didn't let them write her story, and neither should you. Chapter 3. Energy is everything. Why positivity wins. Taylor is known for her kindness, her generosity, her loyalty. From sending handwritten letters to fans to paying her tour crew generously, she gives more than she takes. And that's no accident, because what you put out comes back to you. Now, of course, she's not perfect. She's made mistakes. She's had public feuds and been caught in drama. But through it all, she does her best to stay gracious and rise above it. She doesn't feed the trolls. She doesn't lash out online. She pours it into her art, then gets back to work. And that's the lesson here. You get what you give. If you put out negativity, envy, bitterness, jealousy, you'll attract more of the same. If you put out positivity, gratitude, kindness, and joy, you'll receive that energy in return. And even when others don't treat you fairly, don't stoop to their level. Keep your side of the street clean. Be someone who uplifts, who believes, who shines. That's how you step into your princess era. Chapter 4. Obsessive effort, the glamour of grit. Taylor isn't just dreaming, she's disciplined. She writes constantly, records obsessively, plans world tours with precision. She's involved in every detail, from set list to set design, from lyrics to lighting. Success isn't a coincidence. It's the result of constant, unglamorous hard work. And that's the part most people miss. They see the gowns, the fame, the fairy dust, but the real magic is in the hours no one sees. So if you want your own dream life, you have to work for it. Whatever your goal is, start showing up like it's your full-time job. Wake up earlier, stay consistent, don't stop because it's hard. That's what separates the dreamers from the achievers. Chapter 5. Reinvent yourself. Rewrite your story. Taylor is a master at reinvention and crafting a story for her life. When something doesn't go the way she planned, she creates a new narrative. She started as a country girl with curls and cowboy boots. Then she became a pop star. Then a moody indie folk poet. Now, she's the architect of her own mythology. Adopt this mindset for your own life. If something doesn't go the way you planned, change your story. It's never too late to take a different path, to reinvent yourself. If your fairy tale is turning out to be more of a nightmare, cut the chapter short. Start a new fairy tale by crafting a new narrative in your head. Decide who you want to be and what you want your life to look like. Then start making the necessary changes. Become a different character and start living as that new character, just like Taylor. You don't have to stay stuck in the same story forever. Taylor didn't, and look how that turned out. Taylor Swift didn't become a fairy tale princess by accident. She became one by believing in magic, working hard, staying kind, and reinventing herself, over and over again. So the next time you see her on stage, or watch her glittering music video, or scroll past another iconic outfit, don't just admire the dream, start building your own. Believe in it, romanticize it, work for it, reinvent it, and step into the fairy tale that's already waiting for you. Thanks for watching Fairytale Cocktails. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a fellow Swiftie. Check out the Swift Sips cocktail book and blog for more magical drink recipes and theme party ideas. Until next time, keep believing in fairy tales, especially your own.